Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Bertrude, and this is Seamless Invasions. Alright guys, so I'm just going to run you through this build really quick. This is a brand new build that I made just for Seamless Invasions. And yeah, I'll show you what it's all about. This guy is called the Lord of Flame. I think he looks really nice. The armour's really popping on this one. We've got a couple of different weapons we can use. We've got the Serpent Flail with this awesome cool exploding Ash of War. Then as well, we've got a great katana, as you've seen in some of the clips already, with the Flame Spear Ash of War on it. We've then also got the option to use the Queelin's Greatsword, if that's even how you pronounce it. But this gives us options for some really nice running attacks. And that's got the Flame Skewer Ash of War on that one. I've also got the Black Bow that I can use as well with some fire arrows. Stats. It is a level 50 build, as we can see there. They're the talismans, pretty simple stuff. And in the flask we're boosting our fire attacks, and we've got the Opaline Heart here. And then we've also got access to some nice, lovely, jubbly, juicy, flaming hot spells, as you can see. And it makes for a really nice build at this level, level 50, the Lord of Flame. Let's get back into the video. Okay guys, I hope you're all having an absolutely awesome day. Thanks for popping back into the channel and checking out this next video. This is my first ever foray into the world of seamless co-op and seamless invasions. It's on the PC, my first ever invasions on the PC. I've always been an Xbox loyalist, but I finally decided to do it after talking to some of my friends who regularly do play Seamless and actually watching some Seamless Invasions myself, I got convinced. I got my arm twisted, and I'm so glad I did, because honestly guys, this is without a doubt possibly the most fun I have ever had invading, and that's across all of Dark Souls 3 and all of Elden Ring since its release. Now there's a couple of reasons that it's took me so long to get onto it. Like I said, I've always been an Xbox loyalist, and I just had the game on Xbox. I had all of my builds made. I had like 4 accounts on the Xbox with 40 plus builds spread across all the accounts, and I was just kind of setting my ways on the Xbox, you know. I was happy to just do my thing on the Xbox, and then I did have a little break from invading as well, which also kind of put me out of the loop of the Seamless stuff for a while. I obviously knew all about it, but I never got back on, and I never came around to trying it. But like I say, you know, I'm so glad I finally have. I've been twisted. I've had my arm twisted into trying it just by seeing how much fun it looks watching other people play it, and it really is something special. There's so many reasons as to why it's so much fun playing in Seamless. You know, you can ride Torrent. It feels so refreshing just to hop on Torrent, ride across the map, try and find someone. Even in some invasions where people are being a little bit of an annoyance just riding on Torrent while you're trying to fight the other guy on the ground, it's still not a major problem. You don't have to do too much damage to him to knock him off the horse, and it just creates a whole new different feel to the invasion having Torrent available. When do you ever get to do that in normal vanilla Elden Ring? You know, it's so much fun. Dare I say it should have been there from the start in the main game, but I don't know what implications that would have had on it all. But it's just fun, guys. It's so much fun. Another reason why these invasions feel so good is because there is a refreshing lack of over-level phantoms. It's just so obvious that no one's over-leveled. The invasions feel fair. I do believe that you're matched with the highest leveled player in a group when you invade. I do believe that's the case. Someone please do correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that's the case. So you're never going to get anyone who's massively more over leveled than you are, and it just makes some really fun invasions. Some of these invasions I've been having have been lasting 10-15 minutes, quite long for invasions. You don't ever get blended, you don't ever get one shot by the gank. It feels fair. It feels like a proper tactical war of attrition at times, and it just makes for some really fun invasions that I've just not had in a long time in Elden Ring. Another reason that it all feels so good is the activity, guys. You would not believe the activity. Or just to point out this invasion in the background quickly, this is an example of one of those long war of attrition invasions. You can see this guy's got the big steel it's the anchor, the big steel rotten anchor hammer thing. It usually does insane damage. There's 2 of them, it's 2 against 1, but just look at the damage that we're all putting out, guys. It's just a fair fight. It feels so nice, and when you do an invasion like this, whether you win or lose, it just feels great. But yeah, just getting back to the activity quickly, I'm just shocked, guys. I am shocked as to how active this is. Each invasion, every time you pop the item to invade, I'm not joking when I say it's less than 10 seconds constant. The activity is absolutely non-stop. I was mega shocked, and this is level 50. It's not even like it's typical meta levels for invasions. It's level 50, guys, and I'm getting invasions all around the map. It's insane. Obviously not in the DLC locations, but everywhere leading up to it. It's just been absolutely amazing. It's incredible, guys. I can honestly say that it's the best invasion experience that there is. If you've never tried Seamless Invasions, if you have access to a PC, I kind of held off doing it for a while because it was an investment that I'd have had to make. I had to buy the game again on PC. I had to buy the DLC again on PC. It cost me a good £50 English altogether. But for what you get, for the experience that this gives you, if you like invading, I cannot recommend this enough. If you've thought about doing it, just do it. Trust me guys, you will have so much fun. I can't speak for co-op play, you know, in the Seamless co-op mod. I've not actually tried it yet. But now Night Rain's out, I suppose, you know, a lot of people will be playing that, but let me tell you when I say it's not impacted the activity one bit. We're now 2 days into Night Rain being out. I believe it's had like 2 million players in the first 2 days or something. And Seamless Invasions is non-stop action, so there's still a hell of a lot of people there to be invaded. And while we're talking about Night Rain, guys, let's just have a little chat about Elden Ring Night Rain. I've been playing it and I've been having an absolutely awesome time. Really, really good. I was not on board with Night Rain for the longest of times. I just thought it was, you know, the same kind of complaints that everyone was having about it leading up to the release. Copy and paste, rushed, you know, didn't feel like a proper FromSoft game. I love roguelikes, but I weren't on board with it at all. But the closer it got, you know, within that last week of it coming out, before it came out, the hype started to build, and I really did get on board. I started to feel excited, I started to feel hyped for the game. I started to see some gameplay footage of it coming out, and I thought, you know, why not? It's a From Software game, it's a new game regardless, there's going to be a lot to do, let's just try it. And it's a hell of a lot of fun, guys. I'm really enjoying it. It makes a really nice change of pace, besides Invasions, you know, so I can play Night Rain on the Xbox, you know, have a couple of runs at that, and then jump back onto the PC now for some Seamless Invasions, and it feels really different, but it's all within the same world, and yeah, it's just fantastic, guys. Really, really good stuff. So lastly, let's just have a little chat about this build, the Lord of the Flame. I really like this build. It feels like a really, really nice build for level 50. I wanted to make the Serpent Coil Flail the main attraction of the build, as well as the Quinlan's Greatsword. Is that right? Queenlands or something? I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's the long thrusting pokey sword. Those were the two main features that I wanted to use. I've never used those weapons on any of my other builds. I thought they'd work well at this level, which they proved to have. You know, they've worked really well at this level in terms of damage output. They feel solid. Ashes of War are really good on them. And then just for a bit of a change, something different, I've put the Great Katana on there as well, just so I can wind some of that in. Just so I can wingle some of that in. Is that the right word? So I can mix it up, boys. That's what I'm trying to say. I couldn't think of a good word for it to use, but yeah, it's just a change in it. It's a nice other little weapon to use. So I've got 3 main weapons that I can switch between. I've always got the flail in the second weapon slot on my right hand, and then it's the yeah, we've got the seal on the left hand for the fire incantations. I think it's a really nice mix of incantations that we're using. I do have a couple of the frenzied flame spells. English, Brett, come on, English. You do speak it, believe it or not. I've got some of the frenzied flame spells on there as well, so they kind of like add to the theme of the build. And I've also got the is it Inescapable Frenzy, the one where you try to grab him and then you kind of like suck the soul out through the eyeballs. It's a really cool spell, but it's hard to use. You have seen me in the video try to use it, but I've actually not been successful. So yeah, it's a nice mix of a build that works really well at this level. This invasion in the background was absolutely bonkers. You can see there's a ballista being fired at us throughout this whole little fight, which made it really chaotic, but really fun. Look at the state of that just as I was going in, getting close to attack him, and we just both get exploded by the big ballista. But it's all fun and games, guys. It made for a really, really fun invasion. I love the fashion on this as well. Another thing about Seamless, you don't have the red glowing effect around you as an invader. Whoa, a big motorbike just went past my house. I do apologise if you just heard that. But yeah, you don't have the red glow of the typical red man, so the fashion that you're using really stands out. You can really put a lot of effort into the design of your character to get a real good feel for the character that you're using, because you know your fashion's going to be on display in all its glory. And I think it looks really good on this build. I love the fashion that I've chose. I love the long hair of the guy. He's got a nice little tattoo on his face as well that really leans into the fire theme of the build. The Lord of the Flame, absolutely awesome. Just a great build, guys. And I can't wait to carry on invading with him. Can't wait to get back on and keep invading. It feels so refreshing. I feel like my passion for invading has just been reignited all over again, and it feels absolutely amazing. I do have the black bow on this build, but you've not really seen me use it in these invasions too much. It's there if I want it, it's there if I need it. Don't use it all the time, but yeah, it's a nice little extra to have. Anyway, guys, this is the last invasion of the video. It's a nice little quick one to end with. I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. It's been a pleasure to make. And yeah, expect more invasions of the seamless variety. Oh, and by the way, I actually do land a grab here, just to finish on. I land the inescapable frenzy. There we go, I can actually land it. Here we go, get your eyeball sucked out. Thanks for watching, guys. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you all on the next one.